Well, I brought my son in, Phil, because lately he's been disturbingly socially inhibited. Barely leaves his room, barely talks to anybody. That includes the family, and I'm really worried. Phil?
Well, like, my dad said, I just been kind of feeling like, more withdrawn from the world, and I don't know, I just feel really nervous a lot of times, I guess. So that's why I don't want to go out and do stuff anymore, or talk to people.
Well, from what your dad says, just want to commend you for coming in today and talking to us, because that must be really hard for you to do.
Mm-hmm.
And if you could just try to be as specific as possible with what you're feeling, and tell us if this has been a change from how you've previously been feeling.
I kind of felt like a little bit nervous when I was growing up, but I think like at 10 years old, our family moved, and then after that, it felt like worse, like my nervousness.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was there like any specific situation like which can like mark the onset of your avoidance from the people?
Probably when we moved, like it got worse after that. I mean, I can't think of any specific situation, but I think that time period is when it got worse. It got crazy.
So what kind of specific feeling when you make you try to avoid interaction with people?
Well, like, because I'm a student, I'm in high school, so every day I gotta go to class, and then when I go to class, there's like 30 other students and like a teacher. And then when I walk in, like, I start like breathing really like deep, like, very like, and then I start sweating. It's really embarrassing, because then like, I don't use deodorant, and it gets all like sweaty and stuff, um, and then like, my head starts spinning, and then it's just like, I don't know, it's just like this weird, this very uncomfortable state that I'm in. It's very fast heartbeat, yeah.
This is not normal, is it?
I mean, there are a lot of people experience nervousness in social situations. I'm curious, does this happen every time that you go into a classroom? Does it happen in other situations, or is it just limited to when you go into school?
Well, I mean, like,
These specific feelings that you were just describing.
like, I think most classrooms, I feel nervous, but then just like one classroom, there's this girl I like, and then like I get like really, really nervous. But like, yeah. But I mean, like, a lot of social situations, I definitely get nervous.
Okay, but some are worse than others, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. And if you can go back and try to remember before you were 10, did you also have those same kinds of feelings of your heart racing and sweating, or is that something that started after you moved?
I don't know, because like, I think maybe like I got it from my dad, because in my class at like high school, we're learning about, we have this book called like Sandrock, and we're learning how like some behavior can be learned like from socially. So I think maybe I picked it up from my dad.
What did you learn?
Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes.
So is there any specific social situation you feel the most comfortable with, like less anxious?
Like right now's okay, because I mean, like, I know my dad, and then I know you guys want to help me, so it feels okay. But I still feel like a little bit nervous right now.
Can you describe what you're feeling right now, what kind of nervousness you're experiencing?
Like I feel fidgety, like I guess, scale 1 to 10, probably like a 6.5.
Okay.
And then when I go to the classroom, it's like a 8.5 to a 9. And then if it's the classroom that has that girl in it, it's like a 10 or 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, that's really specific, that's helpful. So I know your dad was also saying that you weren't even wanting to talk to your family members. Is that something that's changed? Or that's a new development?
Yeah, I don't know, because like, I tried to talk to like my dad about it before, but he's like, oh, just stop being weird.
don't understand. His family holidays, he's quiet, looking down at the ground. Doesn't see his friends anymore, sits in the room all day. I mean, I care for him, but I just don't understand.
Right, so it sounds like maybe we also might want to work on helping you to communicate a little bit better about what's going on with your son. Let's see. You were saying earlier that your son has always been a little bit socially inhibited, but it's gotten worse. Can you help us understand how he's always been socially inhibited and what that
Well, he's always
looks
been
like?
in his room. He's always reluctant to play with other people, when he was younger.
Mhm.
And I think he's right. When we moved, it definitely got worse. He definitely. I know it was hard for him. We lost a lot of his friends, but we had to. And we didn't have a choice. But we've tried to put him out there and have him on play dates and at that time and tried to have him be part of activities as he's gotten older. But he just refuses. He goes and he doesn't participate. It just makes us nervous, which is why we're here. Is there anything you can do for him?
Yeah, there's several things that we'd like to try. First, we would want to practice some relaxation techniques for all those feelings of nervousness that you're getting, especially in the classroom. So we would try to help you to learn some of these relaxation techniques so that you could, when you start to feel nervous, you could practice them, and then eventually the relaxation feelings would kind of take over feelings of nervousness, and that would probably help you feel better about being in those situations. And we would also like to go through a process of exposing you to different situations that you've identified as making you very nervous. But in order to do that, we'd first need you to kind of keep a journal about all the things that make you feel nervous and be very specific about what kind of feelings you're having, and then, as you were doing earlier, rating those feelings, those situations on how nervous you are, and that would help us to be able to kind of expose you to that and make you feel less nervous.
Okay.
Is that something you think you'd be interested in doing? Does that sound really scary to you right now?
As long as it's not like, throw me into the water, like kind of just do it
No,
slowly.
we would do it gradually, and we
Okay.
would first definitely practice helping you relax first.
Okay. I definitely want to change. I brought my paper and notebook. I'm taking notes. Want to change and yeah. Do you want me to change?
Yes, I want you to
Okay.
change. The whole family wants you to change.
So can you close your eye and then
Only if my dad does it with me.
okay,
Sure.
okay, can you do that? And can you close your eye and imagine like one of your classmates sits right in front of you and you both see each other in your eyes, and how anxious do you feel right now, like from 1 to 10 scale?
Like a 7. We're looking at each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm kind of like, why are you looking at me? So I feel a little bit nervous.
You can like stay with that feeling.
Okay.
And there's one more person joins the group, and now he's asking you to talk to them.
He's asking me a question.
Yeah, and you're supposed to respond.